Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Never Failing. I am finally getting the opportunity to do this commentary that I talked about, I think about 2 weeks ago in the commentary about Overflow. Told you I was going to tell you why I hated the map while playing on the map, and I plan on doing that. This is a pretty decent game using the Scar H. I believe I'm using Quick Draw and Stock. And let's jump right into it. The pathway you just see me go down. That's the first thing that's wrong with this map. Way too much action goes down that one little tight corridor. And oh yeah, I wanted to mention this. Keep in mind that when I state these things, it's all from a domination player perspective. So keep that in mind as I shit on these kids to pick up all my streaks before getting destroyed, being the only one on B. Now, anyway, back to what I was saying. So that back corridor, which would be to the right of where I'm at right now on the screen, everybody likes to rush that, camp that, and probably 60% of the action of the map takes place back there, and that in and of itself is a problem because this map's rather large on the, if you look at the full scale of the map. So if 60% of the action is taking place in one spot that isn't the B flag, then something's wrong, man. I mean, that's a fucked up spot on the map. It shouldn't be there. I'd like for that to be a more open alleyway, personally, for me, in my opinion. The second biggest issue I have with this map, and this probably for any domination player, this would be the biggest issue, biggest concern, and what probably makes them hate this map the most. The B flag. This is probably the most open fucking B flag I have seen since I played Array on Black Ops 1. I mean, it is almost excruciating trying to take B if you've lost it. It really is. Reason for that being, there's so many lines of sight that overlook B. Here's one. There's two beneath me that overlook it. There's one across the way that overlook it, and then there's two pathways. So what's that, like 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 6 pathways that you have to be looking out of just to try to cap B. So you can't cap it by yourself. And I understand Treyarch wanted to make this more team-oriented. But this map, if I'm not mistaken, this map doesn't show up in league play rotation. So they obviously knew that it wasn't that good of a map. But watch this shit. See what I'm talking about? People like in the camp back there. I don't get it, man. Everybody, and there's head glitch spots right there as I get killed by bullshit bouncing Betty. And then there's head glitch spots galore right there. That fucking sucks, man, because it's a camper's paradise. That whole back alley right there is a camper's paradise. It promotes non-movement within, this map. Now, rest of the action, as that dude almost strafed and shit on me. But the rest of the action on this map pretty much occurs back here, for the most part, in this little fucking area right here. And it's annoying, man. It really is. I just don't I don't get. Oh, I forgot one thing that overlooks B, and that's that other window right here. So there is 7 damn places to look at, to be watching out for. But I mean, it just has no real good flow to the map. Everybody wants to camp in the back little alleyway, or wants to camp in one of the 10 million windows that overlook the middle of the map. And it's too campy for my playstyle and my personal preference. Now, I know certain players, especially certain couple of ones on YouTube, probably love this map because of the fact that you can camp your little ass off, and that's cool. That's your choice, not mine. As I don't know how we lost B. I'm blaming teammates. That's right, I'm blaming all my teammates. Fuck that, not taking the blame for nothing. Never. But it's just way too much non-movement on this map, and you don't really ever get to experience the whole flow of the map because there's just not very much in regards to choke points, or in regards to what am I looking for, flank routes. It's similar to, I believe it was Rundown, and I've said this about Slums as well, but at least with Slums you don't have a ton of overlooks. But it's similar to Rundown on MW2, I believe that was the name of the map, where you had the bridge and then you had the 2 little alleys, and that's it. There's 3 paths, and it's garbage. If somebody was head glitching right there, because there was a head glitch spot on the alleyway I just took, coming out of the ADOM spawn, I would have been shit on. So it really is a bad map for rushing, in all honesty. Just Limited flank routes always make it a bad map for rushing because somebody can be holding down those flanks, especially if you're playing against 3-4 people in one party. They could really fuck you up by just camping. So anytime that the map is too friendly for camping, in my opinion, I hate it. So that's why I don't like it. Similar with the Yemen, but at least with Yemen you got a pretty fair amount of flank routes that you can take, or at least paths you can take to get places. So Yemen ain't quite as bad, but the overlooks on B are just as retarded. And I'm always been a big fan of having at least a little bit of cover on B and minimal overlooks. You know, I can understand 3, maybe even 4 overlooks on the B down flag, but anything more than that, you're getting excessive. As I shit on that dude and get shit on because I was expecting him to go one way and he didn't. I was trying to anticipate his moves and I just couldn't do it properly. That's what I get for trying to damn act like I'm some kind of psychiatrist and I know what motherfuckers are thinking and shit. But, anywho, don't really have much more to say. I mean, that pretty much touches on everything that I would say about this map. Is I don't know what the hell happened right there. I really don't. That was probably some of the worst play you'll ever see ever. I think my little girl took my controller. At least that's what excuse I'm going to use. But yeah, I really don't have much more to say in regards to this map. I've pretty much touched everything that I wanted to say about it. So now what do we talk about for the rest of this commentary? Well, what I am going to touch on a little bit is something that I've kind of feel that I think I'm seeing. And I want to see if other people have come across with the same situation. It seems to me, as this dude kills himself just to kill me. Thank you, guy. You suicidal kamikaze mother Canucker. But it seems to me that Treyarch has effectively kind of pushed away people's dependency upon using fast reload. And I don't know if anybody else noticed. You know, without the sleight of hand perk, I haven't really noticed a whole lot of guys running fast mags. I really haven't. And I think that's an interesting development, to say the least. Because if you look at all the previous CODs that didn't have stopping power and sleight of hand in the same tier, sleight of hand was the predominant perk. And, you know, that's something right there. I just want to touch on this. That's just something right there that just happened that makes me laugh my ass off when I see it. When I have my back to you and you drop shot me, that just tells me you have a over dependency on drop shotting somebody and you probably fucking suck. Because from my experience, good players that utilize drop shots only do it in the right situations, not every fucking time they kill somebody. So good job there, buddy, as we're getting dominated. But anyway, I did not know you could camp right there either. So good job on that. Anyway, back on the subject of, has Treyarch effectively made people give up on their dependency for using fast reload? It seems like more and more people are doing the extended mags thing and quick draw handling, all that, and you don't see the fast mags very much, which I think is an awesome turn of events for Call of Duty, because it kind of opens up some people's eyes to maybe some more dominant things. Now, I would still state that I'd like to see sleight of hand back in the game, especially if you put it in the same tier with toughness, because toughness is about the best perk in the tier 2 slot. You got that and scavenger, and that's about the only two I would use, and that's why I wild card them some bitches up and use them both. But I just don't see too many people using the fast mags, and it's kind of flooring, you know, it's kind of astonishing, should I say, not flooring, but astonishing to see that trend away from the dependency on a fast reload. And it's kind of nice. Like I said, it opens up the door for more players to experiment with other shit. And I mean, I'm sure you still got some players who live and die by fast reload. And some guns, it is very, very necessary to use it. Like the Type 25, fast fire rate, slow reload on the assault rifle. You probably want to use fast mags. But with that said, you don't really need it on a lot of guns, and it's especially for me, because I mean, I'll be first to admit I abuse the shit out of sleight of hand on every other game. It's kind of opened up the door for me to experiment with other setups and not have that dependency upon reloading fast. And it's kind of made me change up my play style a little bit to where, you know, I can use fast mags, but I don't really use them. I use them for the sake of, you know, maybe a 1v1 or 2v1 or something like that. And it's kind of I slow down and I try to duck behind cover before I reload instead of just bam, popping off the reload and rolling as I get shit on again. And it's pretty neat to see that. And I would like to see that continue trending forward. But the only way that occur, especially if they do bring back sleight of hand, is it's going to have to be somewhere with some powerful ass perks around it to really offset it and make people do some other things. Like, something I want to touch on since I spoke about toughness real fast. Played Black Ops 1 the other day. It almost killed me, the view kick. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.